Welcome to this update for the US and Canada. So let's see what's happening here. We now is Friday, the 24th. We don't have anything crazy happening right now, but we will have some lingering snow. Central Canada, the rock is there, and this is the GFS. It shows that snow there. Some to like layer Nevada, Utah, eh, Colorado, in those areas. And then starting Sunday, the 26th, some rain Southern California. This will be good for the fires there. It will help, but it will generate the danger of landslides and mudslides. It won't be heavy rain, but it will be some rain. And considering the ground there that was recently burned by the fires and everything, you'll be very susceptible to landslides and everything. So, so please be mindful of that. So Sunday into Monday, more rain on Monday, the 27th. And at the same time, sun on the 26th, 27th shows some storms in Texas, some rain there. So be aware that this is the GFS, it goes and it does start the system on the 30th in Texas and New Mexico with some freezing rain, some rain too, and sorry if it's shaking here. Shows more snow there in New Mexico on the 30th. So this goes shows like more storms and this snow on February 1st. They're like in Texas and in New Mexico. Then on the 30th, the GFS this front in the northwest, Washington, Oregon, some rain snow also into California. At the same time, there'll be this system, the plains on February 1st, more snow there, and some freezing rain too. It goes. And like the GFS on the February 2nd gets all the way into Canada there, and some ice on the northeast. And at the same time has a lot of snow on the west as well, some spots there. So be aware. And it does have still some ice in the northeast and the snow into Canada. February 4th, more snow in Quebec and Ontario. And after that, the GFS insane systems there on the plains and like on the February 6th and into Canada, but this is so far out and the GFS tends to exaggerate. So be aware, but that might not happen. But in the short range, just be aware those snow lingers in Canada and the Rockies and the northern plains, the Great Lakes, and the system in the southwest. There'll be more snow some parts of the Sierra Nevada, some mountains of Southern California too. And the rain there is Southern California. So be aware this goes there. Shows like the European also has on the 31st some snow and freezing rain in New Mexico and Texas and the rain in Texas. So this is a system that's possible. Many models are showing it. So we better monitor on the 31st. This might bring snow towards the plains later. And yeah, and does show on the February 3rd some more snow in the plains, another front, and more weird stuff later by the Europeans, especially this on the 7th. But that's so far out. We don't need to look at that now. There's the icon, what's happening here, shows uh, practically the same thing that exists in the Southwest there. The snow and rain to Nevada, California, those areas until the 28th. And shows late on the 30th, this migrates towards New Mexico and Texas, the snow there, and the snow in the plains later. And wait, the Northwest. There'll be the front on the 30th on the Northwest there. So be aware. And now for this system there. So there's like some inches here. So snow shows like the European model shows in Southern California some 4 inches, some spots, some 11 inches, the Sierra Nevada, some out is just north of Los Angeles, some 3 inches, other spots some 5 inches, some others to like 5.3, and shows like in Arizona too, some 2 inches, 3 inches. So beware in Colorado, some 4 inches, northern Utah, 4.1, 2 inches, Wyoming, New Mexico, so be aware. And until February 3rd, the Europeans like insane stuff, some crazy snow amounts on the plains until February 3rd. More in California and more in Western Oregon too. So we'll keep monitoring this, but this will still change a lot. The GFS until the 3rd has a lot in New Mexico, close to 21 inches in Texas, and more there throughout the plains, the Rockies, in just 5 days for this system now does have this snow on the southwest there, those areas. So stay safe. Now for rain, where is inches? So nothing heavy, but does show some 0.6 inches rainfall in Los Angeles, some 0.58, some 0.92, and the European does have more precise in some areas, like what's happening shows Los Angeles, some 1 inch and a half, 1 inch point four, 1 inch and 14, one 1 inch, some other spots in Nevada, so 1.22. So be aware, and this is not a high resolution model. So when the herd gets more in range, it might show some different totals here. So just be aware of that. But it won't be heavy or very heavy, but there'll still be the danger of landslides and mudslides and everything. So stay safe. But we might have some heavier totals in Texas, some 3 inches, Louisiana, some rain in the south too. So be aware those areas. And until the 2nd, already shows more rain in Texas, especially near Houston, some areas are more like more rain and everything. So be aware those areas there. The temperatures are still very cold, although the Arctic blast is kind of gone, but still like some negative temperatures. The Rockies there, Wyoming, Idaho, Montana, still very cold. Like the Northeast, some negative digits, some 20s all the way down to Florida, some 20s there still. Tonight to tomorrow, tomorrow shows some 60s in the south, especially Texas and southern Florida, and southern Arizona close to 70s. BR, but still cold during the day, the mountains and everything. But now at night until Sunday morning shows very cold, and Wyoming close to -10 Fahrenheit. Sorry, this recording is weird. You should show like the -2, some 20s the southeast still, some more the northeast. So stay safe those areas. Shows day 3 still cold in the north during the day, warmer in the south, and the minimum temperature still shows like it's very cold in the Rockies and some 20s all the way to the southern plains, some things the northeast. So be aware in those areas. Next 48 hours of snow somewhere in California, Nevada, Utah, into Colorado, close to 12 to 16 inches, some spots Colorado, and more in the Great Lakes. Show some Wyoming, choose some areas there. So stay safe. Now for the her here and the southeast, just to see something here for the wind chills, and where's the past run. So does show here like so Friday, wait, so into tomorrow, Saturday, especially tomorrow morning, shows these temperatures in the south, some 20s, Georgia and Alabama, some 30s, and a little bbit later. The morning, these are the wind chills, so like 30 in some areas there, some 32 wind chills in Tampa, some 36 in Fort Myers. So be aware of those wind chills, those temperatures, and does show like some 30 wind chills in Tampa. Might feel like even less. Shows some 32 further south, so a little bit colder in Florida there. Be aware tomorrow morning. And some 20s, teens in Georgia, especially in the Appalachians, Alabama, some 20s too. So stay safe in those areas there. And now we do have those cold weather advisories there in the southeast, winter storm in Alaska. Be careful there. So winter storm watches the southwest for that snow with this system coming, winter weather advisories, some cold weather advisories, and more winter storm warnings central Montana. Check this link in the description to see more warnings. So be aware those areas. Um, the winds right now are stronger in Alaska, especially northern Alaska, close to 62 mile per gust, even to 69. So please stay safe there right now. This goes but still into Saturday, some high gusts, the mountains, central southern Alaska there. So stay safe. It goes and like still shows some high gusts on the 27th, 28th, start spreading to Yukon, Northwestern Territories, British Columbia on the 28th, some high gusts, maybe breezing to central Canada later, special later on the 28th, and there on the east shows like some high gusts in the Great Lakes, the 27th, central Canada, and it really gets strong like late on the 27th, so 47 mile per gust. Spots in Ontario to 90 km per gust. Quebec stronger to the 27th. Goes and this goes to 28th to Atlantic Canada. So some higher like 70 to 85 Cameron Pargas goes and like some spots in eastern Quebec, some areas very close to 90 Cameron Pargas, especially later Wednesday on the coast of Newfoundland, close like 90 to 100 Cameron Pargas right on the coast, goes there and still some stuff in the Appalachians later on the 30th, New Mexico, that system there we have more wind, the 31st and 30th in New Mexico, BPO are there, and especially on the 31st in Texas, shows more wind and everything later in the plains, and even in Mexico on the southwest again on the 2nd, but there's still some time to see that. So be aware those areas. There's the snow accumulation again. I don't know if I showed you things so, but I didn't show you for Canada. Shows this trail of snow for central Canada there, and show like especially Saskatchewan, Manitoba, and to Ontario, especially the lake effect close to like some spots in Ontario, to 34 centimeters. Some more snow in Quebec too, and shows more like Newfoundland 37 centimeters next 5 days. Be careful in Alaska, close to 27 inches, some spots, other spots, the mountains just 70 inches. So stay safe there. And yeah, and I'm I showed you the snow on the southwest before, but I really don't remember if I showed you later. So until February 5th, shows a lot in the plains from this system. New Mexico, this is a little bit far out. This will still change, but both major models, especially like Texas and New Mexico, the GFS is showing more on the southern high plains and more spots there. This is the European showing. So be aware, but keep monitoring. But meanwhile, next 6 days until the 31st, so be aware of this system potentially there. So be aware that those areas still very cold temperatures in Canada, especially Nunavut, close to -30, and southeastern Canada is also cold. Southern Quebec to -23, spots to -27. Those negative temperatures on the west too. Be careful there, central Canada and everything goes. This will fluctuate a lot, but that shows some colder times to northern Quebec and especially Nunavut, a little bit of a break, some parts of the west, but it goes and like later shows more cold Manitoba and Ontario, especially in Nunavut on the 28th. This goes there, especially on the 29th and 30th, shows very cold in Ontario. This goes there and like still like on the 30th shows more cold in Quebec and Ontario. Those spots there, somewhere next temperatures on the west too. So yeah, BR and later, especially the 31st, shows big cold in Alaska, all the to -42 Celsius. Will be similar in Fahrenheit. Shows more Yukon, those areas, but it's still further out. But be aware those areas and stay safe. The system's coming and everything. And check the links in the description to see the warnings.